Last year, the Agriculture Minister Jim Anderton gave the egg industry an exemption from the animal welfare laws. It meant they could continue to use these size cages for battery hens. He ignored a recommendation from Parliament's Regulations Review Committee that the cages breached the Animal Welfare Act. When Jim Anderton said it would be a seismic shift for the industry, it was the last straw for the activists.
And at that point, there was no other lobbying to do, there was no one else left to convince, and we thought, well, the only option now, if the Minister is going to ignore public opinion, is to go and break the law.
How far are you prepared to go?
The aim is to win. The aim is to abolish factory farming in this country. And so we'll do whatever it takes, to get that result.
Overseas there have been bombings, arsons, threats to people.
Not something I would do. I don't know, as long as no one gets hurt. I don't have a problem with any kind of costing the farmers money. As long as no animals or people get hurt, I'm fine with that.
Open Rescue now regularly conducts illegal entries into factory farms to steal animals since they decided to take the law into their own hands. They film all the raids themselves, including this one at a broiler chicken farm near Auckland. Deirdre Sims of Open Rescue believes these chickens are being grown for the fast food industry.
This chicken here, her skeleton cannot support the weight of her body because she's been selectively bred to grow at an abnormally fast rate.
There are around 100 activists involved in animal rescue in New Zealand, all prepared to openly flout the law.
At the moment, this cage here, you can see there's at least 12 hens in this one cage. Very crowded, very dusty.
Mark Eden was raided by police after breaking into this battery hen farm near Foxton.
Well, we had 7 cops come into this office here.
The police removed files, computers, tapes and photographs. But more disturbing for Mark Eden was the revelation private investigators Thompson and Clark had placed a spy in their organisation for the past 2 years. Thompson and Clark also paid agents to infiltrate the Save Happy Valley environmental group for solid energy.
It does make you paranoid to find out that private investigators were inside our group for so long and getting a lot of information about us and giving it to the industry.
Do you have any evidence that the person who was spying on you was working for those industries?
We don't know who the client is. Thompson and Clark will be working on behalf of one of the industry groups. We don't know which industry it is, but obviously, 2 years' worth of emails were being passed on and other information from our group. So it'll be some kind of animal abuse industry.
Madam Speaker.
Sunday made repeated requests to Jim Anderton, the Agriculture Minister, and Michael Brooks, who represents the poultry industry, for an on-camera interview on animal activism. Both Jim Anderton and Michael Brooks declined, stating they didn't want to give animal activists any further publicity that may fuel illegal behaviour. The industry says it follows strict guidelines set down by the government, but factory farming is a touchy issue and commercially sensitive for the poultry industry. It's spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on PR and lobbying the government, and goes to great lengths to control the message. This is footage of a factory farm supplied to TVNZ by the Egg Producers Federation. But it's a sharp contrast to what the activists say they find inside the farms. Opinion polls show a majority of New Zealanders are opposed to factory farming, and every time images like these are shown, sales take a hit. Animal activists say they're winning the battle for the hearts and minds of consumers, but Keith Mann won't be joining their front line. He was stopped at Heathrow by New Zealand Immigration as he was about to board a plane for Auckland.
Yeah, I was gutted when they said to me I wasn't allowed to travel.
Immigration says Keith Mann has a significant criminal record and they wouldn't grant him a visa.
Well, I suspect they're influenced by the UK government, but I'm there to promote animal welfare issues, and governments don't tend to like that. There's a lot of money in animal exploitation, and they don't like people like me telling the truth about what we're doing to other animals.
Open Rescue is not giving up. They say their next target is the New Zealand meat industry.
At the moment, we're quite confident that we're going to get factory farming abolished in the next few years.
And then you're going after the meat industry?
Eventually, yeah.
Which is our second greatest exporter, isn't it?
Yep. So it's going to be a hard job, but it's the right thing to do.